Most people think self-improvement is about doing more, working harder, pushing yourself to the limit. They're wrong. Dead wrong. The people who actually improve never stop, are doing something completely different, and it feels almost lazy. I'm about to show you what and why your brain actually resists it, why it matters. These aren't productivity hacks, they're neurology hacks. They rewire how your brain learns, what it notices, and what it believes is possible. Habit number 1. They embrace discomfort differently. Not chase it, study it. Most people avoid discomfort, but people who improve get curious about it. They ask questions instead of running. You mess up a presentation. Your instinct is a shame spiral and avoidance. Someone who improves feels it and immediately thinks, what happened there? What did I miss? What does this tell me? Your brain rewires what discomfort means. It stops being assigned to stop. It becomes data, information, a breadcrumb to where you need to grow. Next time you feel shame or failure, pause and ask, what is this trying to teach me? But this only works if you do something else first. Habit number 2. They document their baseline, the invisible starting line. Before improvement happens, they measure where they actually are, not where they think they are. You want to be healthier. Most people try harder. Someone who improves writes down their actual diet, sleep, stress levels for a week. No judgment, just data. Your brain can't improve what it can't measure. Measurement creates clarity. Clarity creates direction. Pick one area you want to improve. Spend 3 days just documenting the truth. Once you see where you actually are, something shifts. Habit number 3. They fail small, often, and publicly. Tiny losses before big wins. They create low-stakes failures deliberately. They mess up in front of people. A writer posts rough drafts online, gets criticized immediately. Instead of quitting, they think, good, now I know. Weeks later, the improvement is huge. Your brain stops fearing failure because it stops being catastrophic. It becomes frequent and survivable. Share something unfinished this week. Let people see the work in progress. But here's what most people get wrong about feedback. They listen for the pattern, not the criticism. Ignore the noise. Hear the signal. When feedback comes, they don't defend or dismiss. They listen for repetition. One person says something, ignore it. 3 people say the same thing, that's reality talking. You stop debating whether criticism is true. You start asking what it's revealing. Ego shrinks. Awareness grows. Write down feedback and look for repetition. That's your GPS. And repetition points to something deeper. They study their own behavior like a scientist. You're not the subject. You're the experiment. They treat their life like a controlled experiment. Change one thing, watch, observe. Someone notices they procrastinate most on Mondays. They change one variable. Start Monday with the hardest task. Procrastination drops. Your brain shifts from judgment to observation. From I'm lazy to when I do X, Y happens. Pick one behavior. Change one variable. Document the results. But most people stop there. People who keep improving do something else. They seek out the person who makes them feel small. Not inspiration, calibration. They surround themselves with people who are further ahead. A mediocre musician plays with mediocre musicians, feels great. A good musician plays with masters, feels inadequate. Guess who improves faster? Your standards rise. What used to be success now looks like barely started. Find one person ahead of you. Talk to them. Study how they think. But this only works if you avoid something toxic. They avoid the comparison trap by comparing wrong. Compete with yesterday you, not today them. They compare vertically across time, not horizontally across people. Person A compares to others and spirals. Person B compares to their own past and adjusts. Your brain stops running an infinite race and starts running a winnable one. Look at where you were 3 months ago. But progress isn't linear, and that's where people break. They expect plateaus and treat them like data. Flat doesn't mean broken. Growth is stairs. Long flat sections, then a jump. You improve for 2 weeks, then nothing for a month. Most people quit here. Someone improving keeps going because plateaus mean integration. Your brain is consolidating. You don't quit right before the breakthrough. When you hit a plateau, assume your brain is consolidating. Don't do more, keep going. And this requires a different relationship with time. They think in systems, not goals. Goals are destinations. Systems are lifestyles. Most people set a goal, hit it, and stop. People who never stop improving build systems, repeatable processes that don't end. Goal, get fit. System, 3 strength sessions weekly, always. Success becomes a lifestyle, not a finish line. Turn one of your goals into a system. None of these habits are about trying harder. They're about curiosity, observation, and systematic evolution. People who never stop improving measure, fail small, listen for patterns, expect plateaus, and build systems. That's not motivation. That's architecture. You just heard 9 habits, and your brain is already trying to ignore one. That one doesn't apply. I'll do this later. Classic. Pick one habit this week. Do it badly if needed, but do it. Because improvement isn't intelligence, it's repetition. The best time to start was yesterday. The second best time is right now. What are you doing after this video?